And we are live. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David, Bassman, Her Ladyship, and Basswoman? Now, today, excuse me, I'm pretty much just going to get on to assembly of the V-dub. That's the drill. So, yeah, it's a pretty simple equation. Yeah, there we have it. Alrighty. Now, first things first. Oh, yeah. Alrighty. There you are. Hey, how you doing?
Hey there, Robster. You're alive.
Hey. Yeah, I'm alive. Oh, I'll tell you, for a couple of days, I didn't feel very much alive. Felt pretty seedy the past few days.
So your cough turned into a bug, huh?
Well, what it is, I would suggest now. I've got this. Obviously, almost got the engine done here. Was a fever. Now, I'm not quite sure as to the specific cause, if you follow me. Fevers can be caused by lots of things. It could be as simple as something I ate. One thing I can state without any fear of being incorrect is that it was fucking unpleasant. And what's more, you have some benefits, which is to say, I've lost weight.
It's amazing how that works so quickly too, huh?
Oh, mate, if you're not able to eat for a few days, you'd be amazed how quickly the weight comes off.
Yes, sir. You can literally shit yourself to death.
Oh, look, mate, yeah. It's only been about the past. On Saturday, I was able to keep late in the afternoon. I was able to keep a bowl of oats down, so I did that. And yesterday, I was able to start eating a little bit, and yeah, so I'm still a bit wary, shall we say?
Yeah, you don't like you feel quite at the par today.
Well, I mean, it was only yesterday that when I went to do bass practice, just on my own, I had to stop after about 10 minutes because the patience just was not there. I couldn't focus on stuff that might frustrate me. I was just, nah, I'm not doing this. Fuck this. Now I need to see which way around this goes. I think it's that way.
So did you ever take your temperature to see what you were running?
No, I didn't. It would have been something quite impressive for this, I am sure. I'm still sweaty now.
Well, you're still running forward then. You got chills?
No, I took some paracetamol, and took lots of water. And
you're drinking some Gatorade and orange juice.
Yeah, I've got some. What I did this morning was, because I did manage to get some oats into me this morning, and what I've done is had the oats with stuff called psyllium husks. And psyllium husks are great because what they do, because the whole aim of the game with psyllium husks is psyllium expands around moisture. So when you get into your system, as it goes through your digestive tract, it pretty much expands and clears everything out.
Okay.
I think you see where I'm going with this. And yeah.
You can also drink like a drink Pedialyte. electrolytes to rehydrate yourself. Yeah, Pedialyte.
Yeah, all of these things, man. It's
Yep.
yeah, none of them are real pleasant as far as outcomes, shall we say.
That's kind of funny. So we just got back to the house a little while ago, and we went to Bass Woman's parents' house. It's her father's birthday last week, and she'll know
Oh,
to see
yeah,
him.
nice.
And so we all stopped at McDonald's on the way in to get an early dinner. And
Yep.
man, I tell you what, no sir, we got to the house. Thank God we got 2 bathrooms.
Yep.
Because that McDonald's just did not agree with neither one of us.
Oh, no. Bad timing.
Well, we didn't have 2 bathrooms. Somebody been shitting in the yard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I believe the term is there's a messy business.
Yeah.
David had food poisoning at a pub.
Ooh.
He was sick for 2 days. Kept a pint of squash handy. Yeah, it's all those sorts of things. Sugars up, electrolytes, all that sort of caper.
Man, I tell you what, if no one's ever had food poisoning, you don't want it because you will wish for death.
It's a whole lot of no fun. That's a given.
I had it
now. I've got one more thing to put on this engine. So put that over there. Yeah, food poisoning. Just say no.
I run a 102, 103 fever. I had a bucket beside me and couldn't stay off the toilet.
That's no good, man.
Oh my God, I thought I was dying.
There's a great line out of a TV series called Rome. And the line, it's funny as fuck, because you got to understand the character a bit. One of the characters is a bit of a pisshead, drinks a lot. And he's over at his, what is effectively a centurion's place, in effect, but they're good friends, so, whatever. And I see. And at one stage, when he's saying how Willie feels, Varenus, the centurion's there, well, you drink too much. And the response, no, it's not that. I had some depraved oysters.
Oh.
And I gotta say, as a line, that's comical. Yes, of course, it was depraved oysters, nothing to do with the vast quantity of alcohol the man's consumed. And the concept of them being not merely sort of a little bit off or anything, but depraved, no less.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing we always did growing up, and even with our kids today. Whenever we got sick, we sweat it out.
Yeah, ultimately, there comes a point where that's what you got to do.
Get under the blanket and sweat it out. Now, doctors will say that's bad for you because you go into a coma and make your fever worse, but that's horseshit, man. You sweat that shit out.
Ultimately, that's what's going to happen anyway.
Yep.
It's, I believe there's a culture, I'm not quite sure which one, but they actually have like full-on sweat huts. I'm not talking about the saunas from Finland. I'm talking about it's a medicinal thing. It may even be one of the native tribes of North America. But they have like sweat huts. Where if you're unwell, you go in there and you sweat.
Yes, sir.
A lot.
Yep. Yep. Mama put us under an electric blanket.
Oof, that'll do it.
Yep. Wrap us up to our damn eyeballs. And come in and check on us, and she put our head, and it was cool. We could get up.
Yep. I was supposed to take a class today, but I'm not going to do that because I'm still a bit. Even vaguely considering it is not a great idea. It probably isn't. Yeah. These are unfortunate facts.
You need to stay home and recoup.
Well, yeah. I mean, the class would have been run at home, but it's more also, in that instance, sharing is not necessarily caring.
That's right.
Oh, I need to get some fresh water in this. Excuse me a moment. Dearie me. But yeah, one of the more unfortunate parts of the virus thing was I had to miss out on a mate's 50th birthday party. And that's a bit unfortunate, but hey, that's if that's the worst of the outcomes, there's a lot worse ones to have, you know.
True that.
After all, you could be driving an SUV and minding your own business in Minnesota, but we'll leave that discussion there.
Oh, I know, man. That's a load of talk, ain't it?
Jesus, man. We'll leave that there before we both get really worked up over this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's just wrong. That's all that really can be said and needs to be said.
Only in the United States.
Sadly, mate, that is the phrase that I haven't heard said actually, but with regards to this particular instance. But I have heard that used on a few instances, and it's just like, yeah, sad but true.
Damn shame, man. I swear.
Oh, mate.
And
I
Christy,
believe the phrase I've heard bandied about is roll on the midterms.
She's a piece of shit.
Oh,
okay, yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the phrase I've heard bandied about is roll on the midterms. And that's probably as good as it's going to get, too. Now, something else I can do here. Is that goes there, doesn't it? Hang on.
Were you able to go fishing?
No, we weren't doing that.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Indeed.
I said he probably
so first started feeling a bit unwell on Friday morning, and I felt okay, but a bit coffee and spluttery. Yeah, should be all right. Went out and about for a bit. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, not so much sunshine. Still felt it good enough that I went for my massage therapy.
Okay.
So as you can gather, I didn't feel all bad. In my travels, I'd had a couple of people say, I don't think you should go fishing. And by the end of my massage, there's my massage therapist saying, you shouldn't go fishing tomorrow. By the afternoon, I was well and truly in agreement. And yeah, I contacted my mate and said, oh, look, man, this is not going to happen because I'm feeling like shit. And the next morning when I went to, well, had I planned on going fishing, because normally for that I needed to be up, say, 4:30. And I would simply not have been able to get out of bed.
Wow.
It would not have been a happening scenario. My mate would have gotten out of bed for nothing, and that's harsh. So I told him the night before, and yeah. And he was very much of the opinion that, yes, that's probably for the best.
Well, fortunately, we're a family that never gets sick. And I'm probably jinxing myself right now, but
You probably are.
yeah.
I don't generally get ill.
It's been years since either one of us have been sick at all.
Yeah. Oh, this is my, how shall I put this? Comeuppance after the break, if you know what I'm saying. Every now and again it'll happen. Oh, there we go. I've just hit this with a bit of Nuln oil.
Oh, yeah. Looking nice.
Looking very pretty now. You need to choose a letter, by the way.
Oh, a letter. Let's go with... Have we done an R?
We can do an R.
I don't think we've done an R.
I'll just do these two doors, and then I'll look up R. There we go. Literally, there we go. Yeah, I was going to go out today and start doing some marketing for my business, but I think I might just hang off that till tomorrow. Well, Tuesday's still an all right day to do that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to be doing. My first port of call, or one of my first port of calls, one of the programs I'm planning on trying to set up is to help women build up confidence by self-defense classes and counseling after they've experienced domestic violence.
Yeah, that's.
And my first port of call in setting that up is actually going to be the local politicians.
Okay.
Because they can refer me to the relevant. Because the government's just opened over here. So I've just opened up quite a big amount of money to address domestic violence.
Oh wow!
Over here, I don't know how bad it is in the US.
It's bad everywhere.
That is a sad reality.
Yep.
Over here, a woman a week dies through domestic violence.
Oh shit! No way. I don't know what the statistics are around here, but like I said,
now that's throughout the country, but that doesn't matter. That's still frightening.
Damn, that is terrible.
It is. So the government has responded quite validly. Well, partly validly in terms of, to me, this sort of comes over as a bit of any governmental response, regardless of what you're talking about, which is to say, let's throw money at it, which doesn't really mean anything unless it's done properly. But they have quite a substantial amount of money at it, in fact. And so what I'm going to try and do is approach the various members locally through a state and federal and see if they can guide me to the correct departments.
Okay.
To hook up with the right people.
Well, being we're discussing this, that makes it where I can't tell my joke then.
Do what?
So we're talking about that. I can't tell my joke then.
But yeah, now get these guns done, and then the letter R.
What we should have done was kept up with the the letters we called off. Should have wrote it down so we would know.
Sometimes the randomness works for me. All right, that's the guns done. All righty.
The guns are done.
The guns are done. Guns are done. Guns are done. The guns are done. It was not quite the right rhythm. There was a. Did you guys ever hear a song called Ebenezer Good?
Ebenezer
Good. The dance track. Yep. We're going back about possibly 30 years now.
Oh, good Lord. No, I won't say no.
It was by a British outfit whose name escapes me. That matters less. But the chorus was E's a good, E's a good, E's Ebenezer good. And what it's actually about is the drug ecstasy.
Oh, shit. Ecstasy.
Yeah. So whenever something's good, yeah, it's but is it Ebenezer good? Yeah. There's something I need to consider. Two things I need to consider. Black and XF2. But yes. Now, let's have a look. We have done an R before because Roger's here and Roby Douglas. I remember that. Here we go. Um, oh, actually, we'll do two here because one of them's very short, sharp, and shiny, and it's funny. In fact, they're both funny, but here we go. Richard III, colloquialism, a turd.
Ah,
An example of ambiguous Cockney rhyming slang. This phrase is simply used to mean bird. As to why bird is a turd, but you get the idea. It's rhyming slang. Oh, I need to do a Richard III. I do. Now, the first one I saw isn't that amusing. I'm not quite sure how it fits into obscenity and taboo, but it's rag, tag, and bobtail, which is to say the rabble or the common herd. You're being dismissive of the general people. The expression is a corruption of the older ragtag and bobtail, or tag, rag, and bobtail. A ragtag was a low, ragged servant, and a bobtail or wagtail a common prostitute. Fun
mm.
fact, we've got a bird over here called a willy wagtail. Draw your own conclusions. A number of relatively recent entertainments for children have names which are based on much older expressions or titles now almost forgotten. The original Tom and Jerry, for example, date from 1821. Excuse me. When Ragtag and Bobtail were selected as names for characters in a 1950s children's television program, the earlier meanings had presumably already faded from the popular memory. And there you have it.
All
I was
right.
far more entertained by Richard III myself, but there we have it.
What?
Excuse me. Now, that's what I was doing. I was getting mud flaps painted. I was. Oh, yes, David. Yes, do come in, man. Hang on. You're ready to go? Ah, here he comes. Because the link's there. Just use the link I put up earlier. Because you're coming up as the device is not connected, mate. I'll put the link up again. Give me a moment. By the Shaman, that is correct. That's who did Ebenezer Good. Yes. Yes, it was a British band because the term Ebenezer Good was a. So there's the link if you want to join in, David, if you've got your camera set up. Yes, because the term Ebenezer Good was very much a British one.
Oh,
And one
okay.
of the amusing parts of the song in question was at one point you hear this guy going, naughty, naughty, very naughty. Yeah, your devices aren't connecting through, David. I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that, mate. But yeah, the link's there for you. Now, that's what I was looking for.
I cut my dad's fingernail in half with my snips.
You done what?
I snipped a chunk out of my fingernail.
Ooh, that's no fun at parties.
No. Holy shit. Yeah, that's going to make a sore spot.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
There's another great phrase. That'll make your eyes water. Actually, I think one of the best uses or times I've heard that line employed was actually in a James Bond movie. Because they're down in Q Division, as one does. Well, at least if you're James Bond, as you do. And the he shows him as he's walking past one device. It's a seat, and a sword suddenly launches out of it through the middle. And the response by Bond is, "Well, that'll make your eyes water." You got that right.
Yeah.
Hey, John, how you doing? Now, yes. So, my next port, where are they? Aha. Now, these are meant to be black and then white around the VW points. I'm not entirely sure I like that as a color option. Black and maybe, I don't know. Black, yeah. Ooh. Here's a question. You know the mud flaps?
Yes.
Okay, now they've got them as, well, quite sensibly rubber is the main color. No worries.
Yep.
But they reckon the VW should be white. I'm thinking I might do mine red to match the body color.
Yeah, I think that would look good. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm doing that. Now comes the question of, do I do... Yeah, we'll do the black first. Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. Now,
Well, it started out here today about 65 degrees, and within just a few short 5 to 6 hours, it got down to like 46.
David's here. Sorry, mate. I haven't only just seen you there. There we go. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Finally got this thing sorted. It's,
Jolly good.
yeah.
And there we are.
The cameras will break down. And what is it doing now? Settings are all gone all wrong on this thing.
Now, yeah, I can still feel I've got some of the fever going because I'm actually getting sweaty just doing this. But that's not thick enough. At the same time, it's in this. I can feel it's in its latter stages. If you follow me,
Right.
in as much as, well, if it wasn't, I certainly wouldn't be in there. I would be. This is not dark enough. Oh, that's neutral grey. That's why, dumbass. Cool. What are you doing, lad? What are you working on, David?
I primed several models this morning. I was going to show you, but
Nice one.
I'm trying to sort it why I'm zoomed in. It's the one thing you don't want to see is my ugly mug. So I'm trying to forget how do you zoom out of this bloody thing. I'm using
Hello.
Logitech. Hello.
Hang on. Hello.
Yeah, that's when we want to say hello to everybody.
Now, let's get that in. That's the color I seek. There's here's a movie reference with the line "seek" in it that I find myself always thinking of. Do you remember that moment in Conan the Barbarian where they've broken into the palace at some stage, and as they're riding off, James Earl Jones' character pulls off this snake. She turns into an arrow and fires, goes "seek," which of course, being an evil spellcaster, he achieves. Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no because I don't have the memory you have.
It's one thing that sort of stuck with me out of that portion of the movie. Was that basically.
Talking about shows here lately on several of our TV channels, they've been playing a lot of old movies like Fantasy Island. Are you familiar with Fantasy Island?
I remember. I never used to watch
Fantasy
it.
Island, yeah,
the reason for that being because of the age I was at.
That said, "Boss, the plane."
That one I do remember. Yeah, the plane.
Yep. That's actually playing on one of these TV channels here. And Harry Potter. Harry Potter's on again.
I know there's a parody of Harry Potter around called Harry Pothead and the Temple of Weed.
That don't surprise me none.
Oh no, it'd just be too easy, wouldn't it?
It would be too easy.
And hey, here's the question I have. And as a Star Wars fan, you may have an answer for it, you may not.
Okay.
And the reason I'll even tell you how I came to this question, because it's yucky but funny.
Yucky but funny.
Yeah, oh yeah, goes like this. In one of my visitations to the throne, as it were, at one stage, a noise emitted that reminded me of R2-D2. And it dawned on me that R2-D2 makes all these abstract noises and all the rest of it. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
But then even our telephones now can do multiple languages. C-3PO, by his own recommendation, is fluent in over however many thousand forms of communication, one of which being flaming homosexual, and I believe the other one is rampant pillow biter. Now, this brings us to the question. The question is, given our own computers and telephones at this level of technology can do multiple languages, how is it that R2-D2 missed out?
I don't know. Holy shit.
Is it just that they like tormenting those who can't do the little tweedle beeps? Is that what it is? Is it some sort of droid or bot conspiracy? One wonders.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's right. I believe Creepio's is over 6,000 forms of communication.
Yep.
That's the guy who wrote the book.
You got it.
Got it. Nice.
That's the one. It's got a slightly different box art to mine. Slightly different. Ultimately, the picture is the same, but it's more in the title and how that's put on, if you follow me.
Yeah, it's different years, and they changed the box arts and everything.
Yeah, it's a curious thing.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure why that is deemed as necessary, but they do that. I guess because it floats their boat.
So I found another hobby shop here in our town where we live called RC Hobby, and
nice.
Mainly focused on remote control.
Yeah.
But they have a large variety of plastic model kits as well. I picked up a Mustang, a 79 Mustang, and without moving on myself, I can't get them to them right now. I'll show them tomorrow. But
Bugatti. David's got a Bugatti as well.
Is it coming through right to you? Because it looks like back to front.
What's the only issue is that it's a little close up, so you can I see it as you pull it across. If you can zoom out a bit, it'll probably make it a bit easier. What I can do. Hello, yeah. I have a cunning plan, David. Give us a moment. Now you got there we go. You got solo time. Nice.
Is it back to front?
Bugatti?
Yeah, the name. Is it back to front this to you?
I think they're Italian, mate.
No, it's the box back to front.
No. Well, I'm seeing it the right way round.
That's right. Yeah, it's right round.
Yeah, I have the same thing when I do my put stuff. It looks like it's coming through the wrong way, but it's actually not. Yeah. Don't ask me what the dealio is with that. It just is. Oh wait, there's a line for you. Nice.
I thought primed this morning, so ready to paint up again. So
good job.
one question I asked, is this one? Yeah. The tires.
They got good tread on them.
Yeah, it's just that because they've been in the box, they've been squashed
Yeah,
and
right.
deformed.
Okay. Are they
Ah,
solid or are they
Yes, sort of solid.
yeah, okay.
Rubber.
Nice.
All right. And squishy. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
that's what we want.
But they've been deformed. Is there a way to make them back together again? Is it sort of put in water or something?
Yeah, you can actually take
Ah.
you can boil some water, drop it in it, or you can actually put it in the microwave for just a few seconds.
Of course, it would soften it up,
Yep.
and away you go.
Yeah, that's how I make my flat tires for like
Yeah.
barn
It's,
find.
because it's all joined
Here's another way you
back
could
together.
consider.
Yeah.
I used to know a guy who was. Now, how do I then return to the 3 screen without just having me highlighted? Deary me. I
You
think.
start pushing buttons.
And that one.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's an oldie. That would be a very old kit, mate. Nice one.
Yeah, and I got 2 of these.
Nice.
What scale is that?
1 to 180.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty. Have good detail on it.
Yeah, it sure would.
A lot of those ships weren't actually particularly big per se. I saw a diagram
So you got that.
of the Titanic
Oh wow. Okay.
in comparison to.
I
Oh
won't be
wow,
using these. I won't be using those.
You're gonna make cloth ones?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my own.
nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I saw a dimension check again of the Titanic against the Queen Mary, and wait, I think it's.
Yeah, Queen Mary
that'll work.
3 times as big.
And the Titanic was dwarfed by pretty much a standard cruise ship, let alone the Queen Mary. And a lot of the older ships actually weren't that big, which is I find kind of interesting in its own little way.
And I've painted that.
There we go.
So
That's the deck deal. Give us a
Oh
moment.
wow.
Again.
That's actually pretty good size.
That's nice. That is cool.
I got that deck, and I just go paint that black then, and we'll go have the copper base on it. So yeah,
Nice.
first,
You've been productive, mate.
keeps me out of mischief. Well,
Nice one.
try to.
That's gonna look really nice with claw sails on it.
There's
And on a completely irrelevant note, you've got some very cool looking books there, man.
well, these.
Yeah.
Well, just 1 or 2. Lloyd's Register.
Wow.
Register of ships. Oh snap.
That's really that's full on, man. Wow.
Yep. I would say he's a
Is
shipping
that just for one country or for a whole stack?
Yeah, it's Lloyd's for different years. So it's always registered. I got these from 1947, 47, 48 up to 2012, 2013.
Wow.
It's
That's
a
quite a
space
collection,
machine.
man.
Wow.
Cool. Nice one.
Yeah, it keeps.
So if we have any ship questions, you can answer them then, huh?
Oh, aye. It's,
Oh, I would have thought so. Deary
besides that,
me.
I got a load of different magazines. I'm a member of the Royal Ship Society.
Yeah, right.
And so I got a complete set from 1946 up to 2012.
Wow.
And then on digital after that. So.
Having books to draw for as points of reference can be absolutely fantastic. I was given a couple of really good. A friend of mine was moving into a much smaller abode, and he said, "I've got all these books. Do you want them?" Now, it's a dangerous game to play at the best of times, but it didn't stop me. And amongst them were like really, really good detailed pictures of not really the aircraft, but as to the interiors in different environments, tanks. In fact, I'm halfway tempted. Let me just do a bit more painting here. I'll even go and grab one of them, and because there's one of the Luftwaffe in pictures. So anytime you want to build a German aircraft, you go, right, what details exactly do I need? And there they are. And just do this side, because this is going to be easy. Yeah, with the red there, that'll look cool. It'll stick out and match the color. Ah, dearie me. Now, actually, I also got some good books on the HMS Warspite. But what I wanted was blueprint details, or not blueprint, but was like really detailed photos, and they're very hard to get. I found.
Depends which book you go for.
Pardon?
Depends which book you go for.
Oh, I've got that one. Yes.
Huh.
Yep. There you go. Okay, people. If you need information about ships, you know who to talk to, don't you? Not me, David. He is the man to talk to.
And this is the latest book from the World Ship Society.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Cool.
And it's when she was wrecked in Mount Bay, Cornwall.
Yeah. I heard that as a ship, or as far as it goes, she broke free of the cables that were towing her, and ultimately crashed onto some rocks and had to be taken off again. So it was almost like the ship itself was fighting its own destruction.
Wow.
As to whether that's true, I don't know.
Yeah, she's a big fighter, and so she fought all the way.
Beautiful ship.
And that's how she was when she was. Oh, she was on the rocks.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
cool as. Hang on, I'll give you a bit of solo time for that, man.
There's my solo picture
cool.
here.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
So,
now, I am just going to do a little splash there.
She was scrapped where she
Clean
was.
this brush, and then I'm going to scooch off and grab one of those books I was telling you about. Oh, David's finding another picky, I'd say. There we are.
Huh. Nice.
Now, actually, I know the book the books, plural, there's two of them I'll bring out because they're very, very cool. I'll leave David on some solo time because he's finding more pics, I can tell.
I'll just quick look through.
But I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Take time.
There we go. Aha! Yeah, this one. And this one.
Oh, wow. Huh. Wow.
Now, where should I put these things? Alrighty. One thing I I've got in on that sort of book front is these. I have to put my turn for a bit of side on, I guess. Bam. And what it is, there's a series of magazines. And for example, if you yoink this out, this is part of the B25 Mitchell. So you can see a cockpit layout there.
Okay.
Inside, you got stuff like, we'll go from this end. This is Monte Cassino. So you can see a lot of the, oh, Jesus, that's a bloodbath. I had no idea it was that bad. The Allies lost 40,000. The Germans lost 25,000.
Wow.
But yeah, it's all this sort of stuff. That's it. It's basically its whole is, and it goes into here's a better example from the like I said, there are a series of magazines, and you get stuff like how machine guns can be used in mountainous terrain to hold down forces. The machine gun used. You get a breakdown of the aircraft used. You even get tactical maps.
Wow.
And along the way, you even get, this is particularly cool, a piece of newspaper.
Huh.
This is dated Thursday, May 25th, 1944. It's a reprint, I would suggest, and would have sold for the princely price of 1 penny. So, yeah. And basically, I've got this.
Oh, okay.
Plus another volume of it. And it goes from the start of the war to the end, basically. Hang on.
Nice.
So, yeah, all that sort of caper. Oh, get in there, damn you. Oh, you little.
Now, how'd you run across those?
Mate of mine gave them to me.
Okay.
He was moving to a smaller house. Oh, here we go. Here's one about flying fortresses, no less. And I'd suggest Mustangs, but yeah, there you go, that sort of a thing. Here's a charming title, but it says a lot. Death over Germany. Yeah, for a large part of the time when they didn't have escort, that's exactly what was going on for the bomber crews. But yeah, it covers ships, aircraft, strategies, all that sort of caper.
Bless you. Well, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was not unhappy for him. And that's like, there are two items out of my entire collection. I think I got my first books about World War II from my grandparents.
Oh, really?
They knew I was fascinated by it. And the one thing I'll say for my grandparents, they never discouraged me in anything. And my first book was a book by a guy named Ronald Heiferman. Basically covering war from go to woe in fairly good detail. I think I'd have been, can't remember how young I'd have been when I got it. But to give you an idea as to the detail of it, I was 8 when I was at uni, and I was studying Nazi Germany, and my essay question was, the Allies did not win the Second World War, Hitler lost it, discuss. Yeah, and a bit of a corker. Only a small sort of piece of debate required on that one. And as a quick little, so I ended up concluding that was correct. Yeah, I was able to use that book as a 20 whatever year old as the basis of my studies.
I bet.
He gave me a lot of very. It wasn't something I could put the entire essay on, but it was something that I could use as leading points. Okay, I need to get a bit more information on this. Had some great bibliographical details. Yada yada yada. Starting to come together. Yeah, that's very cool, David. Thank you for showing that.
Absolutely.
If you ever start building the wooden warships, I want to do all the rigging and everything else in there.
Oi, rigging blows my mind. I will not
This-
lie.
Yeah,
That's full on. Some of the rigging I've seen people do just astounds me.
Well, this is the
And all I
best
can
book
say is,
ever
my
done.
God, there's patience.
Huh.
I'll show you.
Almost there. Almost got the first one right. Ready? But yes, having a good source of information is a wonderful thing
Yep.
in the right time and place.
Yeah.
God damn, give me a moment. Getting a bit. Here's something you'll. There we are. Because I'm still sweaty a bit. And of course, I've got my goggles on. It's not necessarily the most comfortable of experiences on occasion. Just wiping my brow a bit. Excuse me a moment. And emptying my nostrils and went mute so as you didn't think I was being attacked by a moose or something.
There.
I'm just trying to imagine a moose doing. Oh my god. I just had. Don't ask me where these random thoughts come from on occasion. You may not even notice, but it goes like this.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Look
here
at
we go. What's he showing us now? Dearie. Oh my lord.
the world.
Give me a
Is
moment.
that wood?
That is sweet Jesus.
Oh man, that's huge.
Oh mate. That is kick ass.
Express victory.
I learned something very interesting about the victory yesterday. And that was that because I always assumed that was Nelson's ship. And the answer to that I found, I got this on YouTube because yesterday all I was doing was sitting there going, "Oh, I watched YouTube." And it was explained that no, the captain of the Victory was Hardy. Nelson was the admiral of the fleet, and that's a different position. And I found that quite interesting because the assumption, of course, is, well, he's the admiral, so surely he's the captain. Not so fast.
Yes.
So I found that interesting.
Oh, I can show you something.
Now, now. Ah, yes. Yes. You can see I'm better than I was on Friday. I'm not coughing as much.
Yeah, you're not.
It's just got to be patient with the recovery, I guess.
Yeah.
I used to train with a guy who you'd get crook, because that happens. I mean, fair enough. But he wouldn't let himself fully recover before he get back to training because he'd be so eager. And he'd be overloading his system. And I need to change my brush. And before he knew it, he'd be crook again. You didn't think that through, did you, mate? But yeah.
Well, this would be interesting.
Oh, what's he got this time? Ah, on the very subject. Deary me.
Yeah,
There we go. Ah,
that's the menu.
Oh, wow.
that's cool.
And
One of the other things I found interesting was that a lot of the cabins, even for officers, had cannons in them. Because, well, they needed to put the cabin somewhere. Battle is in operation. You're a secondary consideration. Let's get those cannons in your windows or portholes, as the case may be. Oh, that's a bit special.
Oh,
nice.
Of course, it's fake. I dined on the victory.
Nice. That is so cool, man. That must have been great.
And it was the first lieutenant is their sort of guest of honor.
Ah.
wow.
Nice.
And we was then we had a tour and we had to sit at the desks.
Cool.
So they're supposed to be Nelson's desk, which is all taken down below when his gun was ready.
Oh.
Wow.
Cool.
Sorry, a bit of light on there.
Yeah, it's a bit of reflection coming off your computer screen, but yeah. There's not much you can do about that, I don't think, mate.
Yeah. There's a lot of reflection.
Of course, I have to get a picture of the lady on the heads.
Yep. That's the one. Good one.
So it's
cool.
Aye.
Yeah, first that was the first officer, and he rigged it so he can get it be his command on the victory. So,
oh, that's cool.
Wow.
And that's where victory died right there.
Huh.
Nice one.
Yeah. So, right. This is what you will see on the victory if you go on there.
Yeah, right.
Although one part you will never get to see. This is that's me in the orlop, standing on the fourth keel.
There's a
and that's
game called Empire Total War, and you get to build your various ships of this era. And yeah, first rates, which of course that is a heavy first rate. Oh, dearie me.
And is he got it here?
Cool. Oh,
no. If we have a picture taken, I'll have to have a young lady on my lap.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, so, at the end of the day, after the tour, we end up in the wardroom.
Can't be entirely unhappy about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
So that was yeah, I think that was but, yeah, it was yeah. Ron Hillary. Ron there, he was our head of unit. And
he was a what?
Head of unit.
Oh yeah.
And took our ship up to Gloucester, and he was standing there waiting to see the mayor, all dressed up. Hot day, so he didn't have his jacket on yet, and it was coming on side. and you're supposed to throw a heaving line ashore attached to the mooring rope. I didn't. I just threw the heaving line, the mooring rope, and he was just there with arms out, and he got the mooring rope right across him.
Wow.
Back mark right across his shirt.
Huh.
Deary me.
Yeah.
Deary me, Gov.
Yeah, it was
Now.
a good trip on the Victory. So,
Mhm.
I'm pretty proud of I managed to do it, get there. So,
Cool.
That's very nice.
I was told that some people have paid thousands just for the privilege of doing that. But,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, that's a historical artifact,
Yep.
basically. In fact, not even basically, it is.
It is. Yeah. Would be.
if you go
Here's
there,
a question that you might be able to answer, Bassman. Is the Mayflower still intact?
Yeah.
Ah, where's that kept?
I'm not sure. Okay, but hold on. We'll find out real quick for you. Give me one moment.
Now,
if you come across here to go on the Victory,
It's in Plymouth, Massachusetts.
I was going to say, how appropriate that it's at a place called Plymouth.
Yep.
I mean, let's face it, that's where it didn't. Isn't that where it left from?
Yeah.
But the one in UK.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
some steps on the quay with an arch. Says Pilgrim Steps in Plymouth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's something actually very interesting about the pilgrims that I learned, and it's that apparently once they had arrived in what is now the US, they were very intent on keeping the language the same. And as a result, that's why some note some of the differences in languages between English and US occur. Because as the years passed, English, or British English, shall we say, that's probably a better choice of words, evolved. Whereas the Pilgrims did not want this to happen. So a lot of US English is a bit of an anachronism, shall we say.
Hmm.
I did once hear, and it seemed to make sense, but I'm not sure if it's true, that when the US had gained its, or when the 13 colonies, because I think that's what they started off as, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
First gained their independence, there had been, again, this is what I'd heard, there had been some speculation about turning the language to German
Hmm.
because of its similarity to English, was showing a separation, but it was decided against doing so because, well, how are you going to get that out to parts of the country where, well, people just aren't that populous? Now that sounds possibly true. I'm not sure if it is though, because that's a pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Why would you do that? Even if you're, it's just impractical.
Right.
So, but it's a curious thing to speculate on. I got that one, or the bit about the keeping of the language a certain way, from a TV series that I reckon David would be familiar with. The Story of English.
Hmm.
It was a TV series and some books. I've got the books. Well, no, my mum had the books. Gee, guess who's got them now? And yeah, it's very interesting. But there's a number of terms that were invented, in fact, in the US. That were there was a whole thing as the rambunctious US in its origin, not British at all. What's another one? Terms like that generally, in fact, are apparently more of US origin than British. So there you go.
I think there were some programs on lately about how far back you can speak English.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, isn't it?
Back to the 13th century, I think. So,
yeah, I saw there's a guy I've seen on YouTube, and he speaks not just, well, obviously he speaks English. I mean, hello, as far as that's his big thing, but he looks at its origins and similar dialects. One of the things I find comical about the guy, I'm sorry to say, there's no real way of dressing this up. He has the worst nose I've ever seen. His nose is comical. It's distracting. However, what he's good for is, aside from making jokes about the poor man and resembling an anteater, is yeah, mate, you got to see it to believe it. Is he did one where he showed basically he played two characters. He sort of like put them together, and in one of them he was someone speaking modern day Flemish, which is an area sort of like Belgium, and the other one was just speaking normal English. But the similarities were undeniable. It was actually very interesting. And it's more in the way things are pronounced or spelt. But ultimately, the words are not far removed. And that was really interesting. I'll have to see if I can find the clip just so A, so you can see what I'm talking about, and B, so you can laugh at his nose. Maybe it's just me. Maybe not.
We shall see.
Now, I've almost got these, been not quite as tidy as I would like on these mud covers. Is that not mud covers? What am I getting there? There we go. That's what I need to finish off. Now I need to get into that was the one I wanted to do. Yeah. There a bit. Yeah. I find, well, as you know, I find language interesting. But yes. Now, in a minute, I'm hoping to just be able to show you where I'm at with these where have I missed? There. All right, now there's going to be a bit of tidy up action, but
okay, you highlighted the Volkswagen emblem.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'll do them, or the actual VW red. So yeah, oops, almost dropped them. So yeah, and then they'll sort of match the main paint job. Now, clean brush. Wasn't entirely unhappy about getting the goggles off, I tell you. Now, that's what I need to do. You get over here. You can come over to here. And that will go in like that. And then, while that's drying, when it's dry, I'll paint just across the rim there. Boom. Starting
So
to
you're
get
looking
played.
at what, probably a couple more days on your VW there, Rob?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I reckon.
I still got to order
It's
my Mercedes.
the I'd say it's a couple of days. There's a couple of little bits of painting, but of course the little bits are kind of fiddly.
Okay.
Mostly it is just assembly now. And that's not actually that time consuming, as I'm sure we all can agree. Now, so nice and easy on it. Yeah, what I might do today, at some stage I am going to go out because, well, I do need to get a few things, sadly. This is the downside of living by yourself, I say. If something gets done or needs to be done, there's only one person who's doing it.
This is true.
On the other side of the equation, if you're living by yourself, you don't really have to factor in other people's wants and needs.
This is true. Yep,
I remember some of my, indeed, was Chris and his wife once said, because there was a hot day coming. I said, yeah, I wouldn't mind, getting home, getting under the shelter before it gets too hot. And they made the speculation, and I couldn't help but get some humour out of said speculation, that living by myself in hot weather, not only do I get the luxury of being able to strut around in my jocks, which hadn't really occurred to me at that point, but yes, if I really wanted to, I could strut around completely stitchless. And again, it was something that an angle I hadn't truly considered, but I mean, the ability to, I need to go to the dunny in the middle of the night. Do I need to get dressed? Not on your Nelly. It's certainly advantageous.
Well, I used to do that, but the neighbor started complaining.
Yeah.
Yep.
This. Wait. Let's look at our assembly sheets. That may be advantageous. Let's have a look at this. I see.
So my 85 Camaro I done here a while back, that was purple.
Yep.
I wasn't quite.
I'll give you a bit of solo time, man. Give you a tick.
I wasn't quite satisfied with it, so I repainted it candy apple red. I got to do the black on the hood scoop, the black around the headlights.
Nice.
And I've redone the dash and I'm redoing the interior. I just wasn't happy with it being purple.
Well, look, at the end of the day, man, if you're not happy with it, yeah, that is the thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, I took it out and I cleared it again, and it just didn't turn out like I wanted it. So, yeah.
Yep, fair enough. Yeah, it's ultimately you want to be happy with what you're looking at. One of my sister's boyfriends had a Camaro for a little while, and I remember him taking us up the highway with it, and he took it up to 93 miles an hour, so about 150. Yeah, it was boogieing, and could clearly manage this. And we all thought it was a great thing. But the thing was, looking back at it in retrospect, I don't reckon his Camaro was all that. Or, as in his particular one.
Right.
And the reason I say that is because at 93 miles an hour, I recall the thing was shuddering a bit, which you'd have to think is less than ideal when you're traveling at that speed. Now they are suggesting.
Yeah, when
Was
the
you-
broken lines on the highway become solid, you know you're going too fast.
Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, I believe the age he was at probably within his rights to claim young and dumb. Certainly now, I've just noticed something else.
It's on the couch. I'll get it after a while.
Well, I reckon, given the age I was at, he would have probably been 20 odd. Now, you can't expect it's difficult to expect common sense from people at times, depending on who you're dealing with, when they're that age and given a big car.
Did any of us
Which I
have
don't think he was
common
given
sense?
it, but you know what I'm saying. He'd purchased it and he had it quite legally, and well, you know.
I think at that age, I was young and dumb and full of
Yep, that's pretty much par for the course.
Yep.
And anyone who says they weren't is a liar.
full fledged.
Mate, some of the shit I used to do. Unbelievable.
I tried driving lessons, but I never passed my test. I was driving okay, but when it came to tests, I was just a bag of nerves. So I went on motorbikes.
I find them actually potentially scarier, and I'll tell you why. Or at least the reason why I've never taken to riding one. And it's this. I know that when I get confident with something, I can be, what's the word I'm looking for? Reckless, full of bravado.
Yep.
These are adjectives that come easily to mind. And having a lot of dash and bravado is great, but not so much when you're on a motorbike. It can lead to what is called fatal consequences. And, you know, probably just as well I never did get one.
Well, my fear was other people.
Yeah, my first bike.
Yeah.
My first bike was a
Definitely.
Honda CB200. So
Wow.
quite a heavy bike. I'm told I hit a dustbin lorry head on.
Ooh.
I can't
That's going to
remember
do you
anything.
no
of it.
favors, mate.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty ugly. Now, this is supposed to go on the end of the axles here. But the problem I'm finding is there is no connector point, which I'm finding a bit, because it's supposed to go in this springy part, I believe.
Which part of that?
This, give me a moment, part.
Oh, yeah. They're the ones I put on upside down. So make sure you don't do that.
That's not the issue. The point is I'm not finding where they're supposed to connect onto the engine.
On the engine, you got a cylinder head on each side.
Yep.
Okay, so it goes upside down on the one part goes on the front of the cylinder head, and the back part goes on the back part of the cylinder head, where it opens up, where it goes out to the black part.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you why I was confused now, and I can see it properly now. Yes, thank you. What I was confused by, was to me, I was looking at that going, oh, so that clicks into that. No,
Yeah, see, that's what messed me up was how the instructions show it. That's why I wound up putting it on upside
It
down.
looks like that's what it's communicating. That
But
is not what it is communicating at all.
I know V8 engines. I don't know VW engines. So,
Well, fair enough too, but you see what I'm saying.
yep.
Now, zoom out. That makes a bit more sense. So this then goes to. Let's have a closer look. Starting to get it. Aha. And there's an important detail. That might be for the wrong side, Rob. Let's check that, shall we, big boy? Now, this is part number 12, which goes on. Yeah, that'll help. Wrong bloody side, you numpty. There's a term I got off one of my former housemates, numpty. And I thought, that conveys so much so easily on occasion. This is a bit. There we are.
I really can't tell my blonde yet, can I? Really? Why?
Here's a. My former housemate was, well, his father was Norwegian. He was born over here. And as such, I picked up a few Norwegian phrases, one of which amused me very highly. And it's the term dunderklumpen.
Thunderclumping.
Dunderklumpen.
Thunderclumping.
Note, that's with an Australian accent. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced differently.
Okay.
Dunderklumpen translates literally as stupid goat.
Stupid goat.
Yep. You can see the dunder sort of clicks in with the German term dump, stupid.
Sounds got.
Headset dropped out just as I was making a point. There you have it. Yeah. In German, stupid is dump. You'll hear the term Dummkopf, stupid head. In Norwegian, dunder. So you can see this linguistic similarity. And it's dunderklumpen. If you call someone a dunderklumpen, they are a stupid goat. Why a goat? I guess goats aren't widely regarded as highly intelligent, so maybe that's what that is. But but yeah.
All right.
Now this then goes. I see how this operates. I think. I'm gonna have to hold this for a bit, I reckon. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's going out. Does it go out at an angle? There we are. That's probably a better angle. More squared on to the main body. That's how it would want to be.
Goes at a slight angle.
Yeah, it does at the back, but there's be square on the side there. That makes sense. All right. Starting to get my mind around this, by golly, by gosh, by crikey.
Yeah, little bugger.
Right.
Have you ever made something other than plastic kits?
I've never tried anything different, to be honest, mate. Now,
to
be fair, you have shown me some of your metal ones, and they look kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like this one.
Oh, hello. Indeed, that looks pretty enough for me to go, oh, yeah. Ooh.
I
It's
like it.
Oh yeah, that's nice, mate.
It's a bit
Very pretty.
HBS Prince of Wales.
Ah, now is that the one that got sunk in near Malaya
Yeah,
in World War Two? Yeah.
this is the one that put a hole in the Bismarck.
Ah, interesting. The Bismarck's quite an enigmatic ship, really, isn't it?
So, yes,
I've actually speculated about doing both the Scharnhorst and Gneisenau, because whilst they're sister ships, I know there is a subtle difference between the two.
yes.
And I mean, you'd be right onto that with a whole stack of different ships. Like you get a certain class of ships, but they're not all the same.
What now? Okay.
Now, where did I put the other one of those? Dearie me. I was fiddling with it, and I put it somewhere, and now I can't find it. Nice one, big boy.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Yeah, that was a Peace Corps kit.
Yeah, nice.
And
That looks pretty. I'll tell you something I have checked out that I find kind of interesting. Because indeed, my housemate did these for a little while, and that's paper models. You just basically fold them into position.
yes, I've seen those.
And I found that interesting. Potentially a bit limiting, but also maybe not. Maybe it's a question of just how you look at it.
I got several. Got it a recycle place. There's like Roman, like a
Trireme?
Roman temple as well. And another one's like the Arc the Trion in Paris, and
Yeah.
so saw them. I got them very cheap with that. But Chimu also sells a lot of 3D metal kits, and they're quite nice and easy.
I think you showed me one of a tank that you did with those.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, that's the I know. I reckon that's the Apollo thing, isn't it? Yeah.
The lunar landing. But
Oh, come on. Now that's just they'd fake that, Oh, sorry, I couldn't help myself. I can't believe people think they faked that. Why would you?
Yeah. Well, mine comes with air conditioning. Piece off the
Which
back.
is great if you're inside at the time.
Yeah, I got that. That's one of the things I bought last week.
Nice.
Yeah. The other thing I've done.
Ooh, here we go. I'll get a mouthful of coffee.
Right. The other things in
What have we
for
here?
Timu, wooden kits.
Oh, now this is where I need to hit full fat bastard mode. Oh, that's dead sexy. Get into my belly.
And even better.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And they're just push fit kits.
That easy.
Yeah. I found them rather than watching our programs over the weeks. I've been doing these things.
Right.
So it keeps me going. The worst part is these parts here. I found the best way to work it is put a piece of tape underneath, and it keeps it together, stops it breaking. Then
I know that I think it's Academy do a series of kits similar to that. They call it the Da Vinci series, and it's wooden kits. They're quite pricey though, but they are some of. Oh, that's nice.
Wow,
that's very nice. And you, but basically, it's things like his some of his inventions. They're quite cleverly done. I'll flick you the link.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah, if you don't like, but you can have trains.
Oh wow. So you can get any number of things in this particular ilk, shall we say?
Yeah, from Temu. Just look it up and.
Well, flick us the link for that, and I'll flick you the link.
Temu has a lot of nice stuff. Oh, those are wood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basswoman has some wood ships like that, and
Nice.
the cardboard ones. They're really detailed, moving parts on them as well.
Some of them are. You don't, when you hear that, you think, oh, I don't know. And then you look at them and you go, you know what? Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, I've looked at some on Temu, but I've never seen them put together. And now I see it, kind of very intriguing.
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
It's yeah, these things the size you got to watch it as you come round because they on the side here.
Nice.
Fortunately, on this one they give you a spare hood, so when if that breaks, you can have another one. But otherwise,
Cool.
they got the wheels do spin around.
Fun fact about trucks. A mate of mine had some visitors over from Holland, and apparently he was saying over on the continent, all the semi-trailers over there tend to have tend to have very flat fronts, so as they can get onto container ships. Oh, that's very cool. So like nose to nose sort of style. Whereas over here, you tend to get a lot more of those trucks that are like you just showed there with the front end and stuff. I dare say you get them in the US as well.
Oh yeah.
But apparently that's not so common on the European continent.
That's what
I
I'm
don't know
saying.
if they've got another one.
No, it's
There you go. That's cool.
And
those have a lot of little tiny parts.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
Those metal ones, yeah. The Star Wars ones I've had before.
Yeah,
that's what it was for that lunar one. These two pieces.
Give us a moment.
That's they came out of.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
For the lunar. So
now what you need to do with those, once you've finished with them and you got those sort of bits of sprue sort of stuff, find yourself a dance club promoter. He'll be able to use it for all the reflective stuff. Oh yeah.
That's all the instructions.
So it's a bit like dare I suggest it, a big piece of photo etch.
Yeah, it's just for red.
That's what we are. Absolutely. Yeah. I've got some Star Wars ships made out of those.
Actually, I've got a Holden folder. I'll probably be able to get all over that.
So it's cool. It can be a bit tricky. They could easily break.
Oh, look,
especially try and do little circles
I can
and everything
imagine
else.
that in terms of, let's face it, there's any kit will give you a bit of a working in the wrong time and place. And I can certainly see light metal push that the wrong way and you're in for a bad day at the office. But yeah, different take on things for sure. Oops, a daisy. Almost got this one ready. Well, the engine almost got the engine completed. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it, kids? There, get one there, just there. That's where I want you. And stay there, damn you.
So they haven't come out quite right.
Not
I got
there.
Oh, ship in a bottle.
Oh, hang on. Message in a bottle. Whoa.
That's I've put it together and knocked off the sails in the front. So, but I got three more of these. But they're all the Cutty Sark.
The Cutty Sark, I know. I actually read a book about the Cutty Sark when I was a kid.
I didn't.
I didn't. Pretty sharp response. Yeah, fair call.
I don't know what that is, to be honest with you.
The Cutty Sark was one of the ships that pretty much started running a lot of trade. I think it was trying to remember what the particular line of trade it was in. David will be able to tell us chapter and verse, no doubt.
Cutty Sark. I got a couple of books on there.
There you go.
Okay.
It's a famous ship.
Tea clipper.
It was for trading.
That's what the system is.
Hey, you're having a bit of a hard time with this. One side always goes well and the other side doesn't. You know what I mean?
You want to tell you what I know about ships?
I'm guessing not much.
They float.
Not all of them.
Oh.
Not all of them float. Ask Titanic survivors. Oh, hang on.
There you go.
It's
Man, you got a nice collection there, David.
well, it's one or two. Yeah, it's a on YouTube. There is a video of a light that was launched Italy, like 1900s, 1908, son. And when she launched, they didn't set it up right, and she turned turtle and sank.
Oh, that's the Swedish one, wasn't it? Or Dutch?
Oh, that's the Vasa sailing ship. No, it was a actual liner back in the 1900s.
Ah, a different one again.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have thought that would ever happen, but yep.
If you haven't got it set up right, and it.
What would they be getting wrong in their design for that to happen?
Not enough ballast.
Straight out, that's simple.
That's simple. It's it didn't float up right and went over, and pressures portholes or something left open, and so it's filled up and it got right over.
Jesus. You'd have to be saying to the designers, now, did you not think about this?
It was the shipyard. I expected it was sort of cutting corners and say, "Oh, we'll put that in afterwards." There's a rush to get the job done.
Cutting corners never works. It's actually, here's a line of thought for you. One of my single biggest issues with, over here we call it privatization. Basically, state-run services being put out by, well, private organizations. And it's always been my issue that how is it possible? Say it costs arbitrarily 11 million to build a ship. Now, it costs a lot more. We'll say 10, just for a nice even round figure. If it costs 10 million to do that at cost, which a government will do, you put it in the hands of private organizations, they're going to need to make profit on that. So they're actually going to spend 9 million. You can't tell me it's going to be as good. And as such, my next port of call on that one is, why wouldn't you just do it yourself as a government? You've got that. That's now. I know there's a whole stack of ideological and other arguments about that, but at the end of the day, governments will be able to do it cheaper, possibly more efficiently too.
Yeah,
okay, I can see there are issues here, but you know what I mean.
No, it's like
theoretically and on paper, it should be an achievable objective.
New motorway, 40 million, end up right to 200 million.
That's
get
the
over
other
here.
side of it. I guess perhaps the best way I should have worded that was theoretically. There's that marvelous word, theoretically.
Yeah.
The government should be able to produce as good a ship yes, all the rest of it, but it just shouldn't be that hard. And yet, here we are. The thing that happens over here, not so much shipbuilding, they've put superannuation in the hands of private contractors. And when there was first, there never used to be superannuation over here at all. It was all laid on by the government. And when they decided they were going to privatize that, gave it to the private industry. The problem is, people have lost a lot of money, and I'm sure this is not just in Australia either, because the company invested, that didn't work, and now we've run a loss. And somebody once said to me, why wouldn't you just put it in the hands of the government? It gives the government a huge asset to utilize. Yes, I'd probably invested in things that will still generate money, yada, yada, yada. I could see both sides of the argument on that one in terms of, look, yeah, but then there's, it shouldn't be this hard. You just got like, well, yeah. But all too often, as David has pretty much alluded to, certainly with regards to ships, somehow costs just blow out with the government. And how does this happen, people? That's better. I was a little concerned that from the angle I had there, I could still see unpainted areas. Now, I'm probably being a drama queen, the areas I'm getting into here with this color. I am a drama queen. Now, but I'm going to go a little bit there. We're getting places. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Now, there's a question I have. Can I get the wheels on? Answer, possibly. See if there's anything I need to do to them. Now, I reckon those wheels are. Am I being pedantic? Yeah, probably. All right, let's get some wheels on, shall we? Or some tires on, more's the point. Get the tires running. Ba-dam, ba-dam, bam. Oh, dear. Yeah. Out you come. Oh, here's some good news. I'm starting to get hungry for the first time in 3 days.
That's good.
Yes, it is. It's a promising sign. If you wonder what I'm chortling at, and it's something kind of ludicrously stupid of its own, and to be honest, it's this. Let me see if I can get the angle right. So it'd be over that way. There we are. And that, the way I've stacked the tires there, I just thought I did. And it dawned on me, and how many times have you been to a tire shop? And there they are.
Oh, yeah. Stacked just like that. Absolutely.
I got to say, one of the things I have found less than pleasurable in my time is actually handling tires that are not completely fresh. And what I mean by that is, how much road grime do you want on your hands? Answer, not as much as I get.
Yep.
Now, I should probably consider, do I need to put anything on the back of these first? How do they want me to go about it? Aha. No, that's all good in the hood. We can just slip these on, as the bishop said to the choir boy.
Well, that's a good business to be in, is the tire business. The ones around here do
Any
really.
business that you can guarantee that ultimately is going to be continuing demand for,
Yep.
you're pretty sound. Or any profession. I remember there was a kid at he went to the disability unit that I used to teach in, and he wasn't a stupid kid. He really wasn't. But for various reasons, he had a few difficulties. But I'll give it to him. He wasn't put off by the challenges he faced. He ended up getting himself a job in building. And had to give it to him because you think, well, there's a job that's never going to go anywhere in any great hurry. People are always going to need buildings constructed. And yeah, I thought, well, good on him. He was certainly he did better than his older brother, who was actually quite bright, chose not to show that or try to hide that fact to the best of his ability. Was just, dude, what are you doing? And pretty much wasting his time. It's a bit unfortunate when you see that with young people sometimes. I mean, it's easy to say from the sideline, of course.
All right.
But yeah. But any job or task where you can be relied on getting repeat business. I mean, let's face it. Here's a bit of cynicism for you. That's why being a priest is a reliable job. Let's face it, there are countries that have not lasted as long as the bloody church. Reliable, repeat business. Millions every week. Donations, I tell you. Tax-free. Look, tell me the job gets better. Maybe I'm getting cynical in my old age. All righty. Now, what I can do after this, I can even put the hubcaps on. Yes, I can.
I got this book on the cutty sark.
Oh, here we go. Yep. The cutty sark, no less. Give me a... And boom. It's a beautiful looking ship. Oh, the log. Oh, that's a bit cool.
This chap here, he's written quite a lot of books on the sailing ships. These are reprints from about 1920s.
Wow.
How about that?
It'd be something you could dedicate your life to, really, quite easily, just researching it.
Because I got the other one I brought up. It's on the...
That's, of course, he did a lot of the tea trade between China and the UK. I remember now. Yes, that's where I seem to recall it from being. Is that correct?
Yeah.
That's right.
Started the tea, and then when China came, China plates and everything came through, they used tea as just packing because the China plates was worth more than the tea. Then that all fell through. Then they ended up using this when steamships came in and started coming through faster. They used the clipper ships going to Australia and New Zealand for the war trade.
There you have it. All righty. Well, I've got the tyres onto the rims. I reckon I'm going to see about getting, where is the chrome? Because therein lies the wheel hubs. Not the hubs, the covers, rather. They're around here somewhere. Aha! I see, said the blind man. And I believe these... I've got to say, increasingly, I am quietly convinced that a lot of what they've done here is, and I'm basing this on the fact that I know they did it with a Porsche 911, they've actually just broken a V-dub down to see what it's like in its component parts. to make the perfect kit. Because a lot of this detail is really, really accurate.
I think there's enough parts, separate parts you can buy for him to just take the parts and just photograph it before he's put onto the cars.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of very swish. Swish. What's that? We'll worry about that later. Now, I'll get these on. I reckon once I've gotten these on, I may wind the stream up for today. And yeah, we'll continue. Now, do I need to glue these? Oh, go Tamiya.
Yeah,
Go
I just
you
thought-
good things. I know, got a bit too excited. But even then, scope this out. You'd already seen this, Bassman. No glue. Let's see if it does it this time. And it'll stay in place without glue.
Yeah, the hubcaps, I had to wind up gluing mine on.
I'm inclined to think that I'd be better served to do so because it comes off. Yeah, I will.
Some did, some didn't. So I went ahead and glued all four of mine on.
I don't think it's a silly idea. Because at the end of the day, you're going to want them to stay on there. I mean, hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. God, there's a blast from the past. That was what, Barbara Streisand?
Danny LaRue.
Pardon?
Danny LaRue.
Oh, God, there's a blast from the past for sure. God.
He did a show, Hello Dolly theatre show, didn't he? Like that. So.
Yeah, I remember Danny LaRue. Oh my God.
That's why I remember that song with him sort of playing it. So,
I just remember from the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I think when I first did the song, it was performed by Louis Armstrong.
He might.
But yeah. You know, you hear songs and they're performed sometimes by some people and sometimes by others. Now, actually, I watched a very interesting clip yesterday, and it was on mistakes in recordings that are left there. Or they were quite intentionally left there by the artist. And one of them was even on the Led Zepp album Physical Graffiti. They actually, for that album, they actually used some of the earlier recordings that hadn't made it onto Zeppelin 1, 2, or 3, or 4 for that matter. And one of them is Backcountry Woman. And at the start of that song, you hear this aircraft going over. Apparently, that was originally recorded in Mick Jagger's garden, or something to that effect, which of course picks up a lot of the ambient sounds, one of which was an aircraft flying over. And that's why, and when they heard that, they said, oh, just leave it in, because I thought it added a good effect.
Right.
Another one was, you know, the song Roxanne by the Police?
Oh, yeah.
And you'll hear at the beginning of that, there's a laugh before the lyric starts. Apparently, the reason Sting was laughing wasn't cute or anything. It's because as he was about to start his vocal line, he inadvertently leant on a piano. If you listen closely, apparently you can actually hear the note. I didn't quite pick the note, but that's what he's actually laughing at, the fact that he's leant on a piano. But when they heard it come out in the recording, they thought, oh, that sounds really good. We'll leave that. And there was a whole stack of things like that. Now, you wouldn't think were necessarily, think, oh, that's really clever. No, it's just how it happened. I'm really happy with how these wheels are looking, by the way. I'll show you in a minute. Dearie me. Now. Trying to think what else there was. There was another Led Zeppelin one. But yeah, they apparently would appear not to have been too fussy about taking advantage of random opportunities, shall we say. Here we go. So, yep, there's our wheels.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Turned out great.
Yeah, very
Pretty
nice.
happy with them and how they'll look in the final analysis, I guess. Amounts to, we can go. So they'll sort of match the colour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I had toyed with the idea of doing red around and just leaving the VW, but I think I was better served to leave it as it is. Sometimes less is more.
This is true.
All right, I reckon that's me done for today.
Yep.
I might do a bit more later today. See how we go. All right, now. Now, David, what are you showing us here, by golly? Ah, that's Dot.
Look at there.
That's what beats me up.
Yep.
Don't upset that. She'll savage you by the kneecap, she will.
Yeah.
All righty, Bassman, you want to have a bit of solo time? Show us what you've been working on? All right, show us.
I've detailed in
nice.
wheels for my Camaro.
Very nice, mate. Very sexy.
Oh, nice.
And I put the carpet in Camaro.
Nice.
Dash back on it. Done a little more detail work on the under the
Very
hood.
nice.
And on my 442 Cutlass, I've done the chrome around the windows.
That's pretty.
Done the grill.
Yep.
That's all I've done this evening.
No, I think you've done plenty of that.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, you want to show off some other stuff, David, or are you good?
No. My painting.
Ah, nice.
Oh, wow.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
Eddie. That's a close victory.
Nice. All righty. Well, that would appear to be us done for today. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I'm sure I speak for all three of us when I say that we do appreciate it.
Yep.
First-time viewers, if you haven't worked out what I'm about to suggest, you are simply not paying attention. Follow, like, or subscribe. It's very simple, you know. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch, and follow, like, or subscribe. Now, tomorrow, I'll be back. I'm hoping I'm going to be feeling a whole lot better because I've actually got swimming tomorrow at 10. See how I'm pulling up this afternoon. I may or may not go through with that, as the bishop said to the
Yeah, you
choir.
might make everybody sick if you go jump in that pool.
Yeah, that's what I've got to consider here. You know, it's a bit of a pisser. As
Maybe
indeed
you
some
should
also,
go.
but we'll leave that discussion there. In any event, I'll definitely be back for a stream. I expect I'll probably go see if I'm going to do swimming. I'll start about half an hour earlier, I reckon. Reason being, it'll give us a bit more time to get stuff done, and then I'll still go off and do swimming. If not, I'll start at the same time as today. So ultimately, we will be back tomorrow at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. Hopefully, you'll catch all you good people tomorrow. See yous.
All right.